You're kicking hard, you're pulling hard, but you're not going anywhere. Why? Because you can't glide through the water. In this video, you'll learn the 4 body mistakes that destroys your glide and the exact fixes that will make you slice through the water. Most adult swimmers miss this one thing about the hip rotation, and I will show you that in a minute. Hi, I'm Alex Coci. I'm a former Olympic swimmer and a technique coach for self-taught adults. And here is what I hear all the time. I'm working so hard but barely moving forward. And here, most of the time, the problem is not the effort, but is the glide. You're creating drag instead of flowing through the water. Your body is actually pushing the water instead of slicing through it. This is like driving a car, but with a parachute attached. So next time, whenever you go to the pool, check your stroke. Does it feel smooth between the strokes, or you're constantly fighting to stay moving? If the answer that you're fighting, then you need to keep watching. By the end of the video, you'll glide through the water like you're on ice, nice and smooth. You'll go from that choppy stroke and exhausting to a smooth and effortless swimming. I'm going to show here the 4 body position mistakes that are killing your glide and the exact fixes Olympic swimmers use. These are simple changes that could cut your effort in half just in 1 week. And if you've been swimming for months or years but still working hard, this is why. Just a quick one, if you want ongoing support and personal feedback, then join my Ocean Swim School on School, link below. Inside, you can get video analysis of your stroke, complete training plans, and a community of swimmers just like you. Try for free. If you like it, if you want more, the link is down below. Let's move on with the mistake number 1. Can't glide through the water efficiently. Here is what's happening. You take a stroke and immediately your body slows down. You have no glide between the strokes. You're constantly pulling and kicking just to maintain that speed. And this happens because most self-taught swimmers create drag with their body position. Your head is too high, your hips are too low, your body is shaped like a banana instead of an arrow. So what it does, it kills your momentum, exhausts you in 100 meters, and makes every stroke feel like you're starting from zero. This is like riding a bike uphill whenever the road is flat. So basically, you're working twice the effort to go half the speed. So how do we fix this? Well, basically, your body needs to be in a straight line, almost pointing down, not banana shape. Alright, so you understand a bit better. Let's practice something on land so you can understand and feel it better. Stand up straight. Now lean forward slightly, like you're about to fall forward. Now do you feel that? Your weight shifts to your toes. Now imagine like a laser beam going through the top of your head, through your spine, and all the way through your feet. That straight line is what you want in the water. Now here's the right way. Your head is in the neutral, chest pressing down, hips up, and body in a straight line. Now do you see the difference? When your body is streamlined, you slice through the water instead of pushing it. This will make your stroke feel smoother and takes half of the effort that you previously done. You'll instantly feel more glide and less drag. This is an easy fix if you know what you're looking for. Small adjustments, huge difference. Try this in your next session and feel the difference. And here is how you practice it. First, you push from the wall in a tight streamlined position. Arms locked overhead, one hand on top of each other, and head between your arms. Now what you should do is press your chest down slightly and lean forward into that glide. Then start kicking gently and hold that position for about 5 seconds and see how far you can travel without pulling. Make sure you think long, tight, and a slightly bit downhill. Do about 425s, focusing only on maximizing your glide. Once this feels easy, try adding single arm pull and notice how far you go then. And if that thing helps you, wait until you see the next fix. This next mistake is why your stroke feels choppy on one side. Mistake number 2, uneven rotation. And here is what I see all the time. Your stroke feels smooth whenever you breathe to one side, but choppy and weak whenever you breathe to the other side. Or you rotate great to one side and barely rotating at all to the other side. Your body twists unevenly and your stroke loses rhythm. This happens because you learn how to breathe on one side only. And that side will rotate naturally, and then the other side stays flat. So what it does, basically it creates an unbalanced stroke, slows you down on one side, creates shoulder pain as well, and makes bilateral breathing impossible. This is basically like walking with one leg longer than the other. You're constantly compensating and wasting energy. Now here is the fix. You need to train on both sides equally, even if it feels awkward at first. Let's practice this on land first. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart. Now rotate your hips and shoulders to the left. Hold it for 3 seconds. Now rotate to your right and hold it for 3 seconds. Now ask yourself, does one side feel tighter or weaker? And that's the side you need to work on more. Now here is the wrong way. Deep rotation to your breathing side and flat and stiff to your non-breathing side. But let's look at the right way. Equal and smooth rotation to both sides and balanced strokes on the left and right. Now do you see the difference? When both sides rotate equally, your stroke becomes smooth and symmetrical, and you will swim straighter with less effort. And you will finally feel like a real swimmer, not someone fighting the water. And this is the difference between exhausting yourself and swimming more efficiently. Now let's see what can we work in the water. We're going to do a single arm freestyle, but alternating sides. Now swim for 25 meters using your right arm, and left arm stays extended in the front. Now rotate fully to breathe on each stroke. Now swim 25 meters on the other side. Now here, with the focus that you rotate your body the same amount on both sides. And remember, equal rotation, equal power. Do about 450s, 25 right arm, 25 left arm. And once this feels easy, swim normally and try to notice how balanced is your stroke on both sides. And the next mistake is the reason why you can't stay horizontal in the water. Mistake number 3, the body position in the water. Now here is what happens here. Your legs sink, your hips drop, and you're swimming at an angle. You feel like you're swimming uphill even though the pool is flat. Your legs are dragging like anchors behind you, and this happens because most swimmers don't understand where the horizontal position comes from. I'm pretty sure you think it's about kicking harder or engaging your core, but it's not. What it does, it creates massive drag, kills your speed, and exhausts your legs really quick. Basically, you're using 3 times the energy to go the same distance. This is like trying to run uphill on a sand dune. Now here is the real secret, and how do we fix this? Horizontal position comes from pressing your chest down, not trying to lift your hips up. And let's practice this on land. Now press your chest down towards the floor while you're keeping your head in the neutral place. And feel how your hips naturally rise to balance, and that's what we need in the water. Now add this. Tighten your core like if someone is about to punch you in the stomach. And that's the core tension that keeps your body straight. Now here is the wrong way. Chest high, head lifted, hip sinking, and legs dragging. But here is the right way. Chest pressed down, the core here is tight, your hips are leveled with the shoulders, and your body stays horizontal in the water. Now do you see the difference? And this keeps your body flat and streamlined. You will instantly feel less drag and more glide. And this is another fix if you know what you're looking for. And you can fix this in your next swim session. Try this on your next length and feel the difference. Now let's work on a drill that we can fix that, the flutter kick on your back. And here is how you practice it. Push off the wall on your back, arms in a streamline or by your sides. Now try to press your chest up towards the ceiling. Same concept, but different position. Now tighten your core as well and kick gently. Your hips should stay at the surface and body completely horizontal. Starting position, streamline on your back. Movement pattern, gentle flutter kick. Make sure you keep your core engaged. And something that you should focus on is keeping your hips and your chest at the same level as much as possible. Think flat like your kickboard. Do about 425 meters, focusing only on this one thing. And once this feels easy, try it on your stomach in the streamline position as well. Now here is that technique that makes rotation feel effortless. Mistake number 4, using your kick to rotate instead of your hips. And here is what's happening. Basically that you're kicking wide to twist your body from side to side, almost like scissoring kick. Your legs are scissoring, your rhythm is choppy, and you're exhausted after 50 meters. And this happens because I'm pretty sure no one explained you where the rotation comes from. I believe you think rotation comes from your shoulders or your kick, but it doesn't. Rotation comes from your hips. And what it does, it wastes massive amount of energy, destroys your streamline, kills your glide, and makes everything feels really slow. Basically, this is like trying to swing a golf club by twisting only your feet instead of your hips. You will lose basically all that power and efficiency. Now here is how we fix it. Now basically your hips drives the rotation, your kick supports it, and your kick does not create it. Now add a small flutter kick motion while you're rotating your hips, and your legs should stay narrow and steady. Your hips do the rotating. Now here is the wrong way. Legs scissoring wide, hips locked, and rotation forced by kicking. Now here is the right way. Hips rotating smoothly, legs kicking narrow and steady. Rhythm is smooth. Now see the difference? When your hips drive the rotation, your whole stroke becomes effortless. And here you swim faster with less effort. And this is the difference between exhausting yourself and swimming more efficiently. And this makes swimming feel 10 times easier. Try this right now and let me know if you can feel it. Here we're going to work on a side kick with rotation. And here is how to practice. Kick on the side, bottom arm extended overhead. Every 6 kicks, rotate to the other side. Focus here on rotating your hips to switch sides, not scissoring your legs. Your legs should stay narrow, and your hips twist your body from side to side. And what you should focus on is hip leading the rotation. Leg stays narrow. And remember this, hips rotate, legs kick. Do about 425s. Once this feels easy, try single arm freestyle and apply the same hip rotation. Now let's briefly recap to what we learned. You'll glide through the water like you're on ice. You will swim with better balance, less fatigue, and way more confidence. And you will swim further without getting tired. And you also finally feel like a real swimmer, not someone fighting in the water. You will stop feeling self-conscious in the pool. You'll swim that 1K that you've always been working towards, and you'll keep up with faster swimmers in your lane. You'll also be ready to join master swimming without embarrassing. And if you're still watching, you're already ahead most of the swimmers. Just by learning these fixes, you've taken your first step of becoming a better swimmer. Most swimmers never figured this out, but you just did. Now picture yourself jumping in the pool, calm, strong, and confident. And now imagine swimming a 500 meters and still feeling fresh. Now think about how good it feels when someone is asking your swimming advice. But do you want my personal feedback on your stroke? Then join Ocean Swim School community on school. Here you can try it for free to access the community, technique tips, and some training resources. Upgrade to premium for more personal video analysis of your swimming stroke, complete training plans, and live Q&A coming soon. Link in the description. Join the 400 plus members getting better together. Drop an emoji in the comments if it fixed at least one of your mistakes today. Tell me which mistake you struggle with the most. And if this video helped you, hit the like button, subscribe for more weekly technique tips. Ring the bell so you don't miss any of my next videos. If you haven't watched my previous videos about freestyle technique, please watch those next.